Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, which is Let's Create Something Original. In today's video we're gonna be making fish curry using not fresh fish, or should I say tin fish. That's what I'm gonna be making, and I'm gonna put some green Arvelia green beans, and I've got my tomato to make chutney. I'm gonna use 3 tomatoes, grated, meaning more fine, and I will chop one just. And then I have got my onion, my garlic, my chili sauce, my pimenta they call it, but it's chili sauce, and I've got my oil. I'm just gonna get my salt. Then with it I'm gonna mix some cabbage. I'm gonna make some cabbage salad for lunch. So tag along and see how we do this. First things first, I'm gonna start chopping. Rinse my tomatoes. Done. Nice, fresh and rinsed. Peel my tomato. Just do it here. Now throw everything away. I'm gonna be using 3 tons of fish to make my fish curry. I will show you how I make my fish curry. So firstly I'm gonna chop my onions. I'm gonna put very little onions in the beginning, and most of it I'm gonna use it right at the end, because sometimes when you have fish curry it's very tasty to have it with raw onion, meaning onion which is not completely cooked. Not everybody loves onions, but they are healthy. Chop that. Almost finished with my onion. And I'm gonna show you how I make my fish curry. Most of the time we have fish fried, but the tinned fish we usually. Okay, I'm gonna put that in one bowl. Got my 2 bowls. I finished chop my that. So now as you can see, my 1 medium onion is done. I'm gonna start with my tomato, and I said tomato, I'm only gonna chop 1 and the rest I'm gonna grate it. Cooking or food brings people together. It makes people happy. Food, everybody loves food. It doesn't matter what kind of food it is, but food, and the more variety of dishes you can make, the better sometimes, because right. So now I'm gonna rinse my grater. And I'm gonna start grating. First, cut them into half. Makes it easy and the process faster. There's it. Now I'm gonna grate it. Doesn't take long at all. Some people put baked beans. I'm originally from South Africa, so and I think in other parts of many parts of the world also they have beans which are already cooked and already in turns, like how you would get turned fish. And here where I live at the moment or currently, I have never seen that, so I'm not sure if they, or maybe the big supermarkets or big towns would have that, because most of the time that is the case. Small towns don't always have everything. Done with that. Okay, just get the rest of my tomato. I don't have tomato paste, so what I do is that I grate my own. And when I work or when I'm cooking, many times I'm always rinsing, because I feel like there's certain things that doesn't need to wait. Okay, so that's done. There's certain things that don't have to wait to be washed. They can just be rinsed because there's no oil or anything or any fat. So now I'm gonna do my garlic. Usually I make my own paste of garlic. I add a little bit of onion, and then I put ginger, and then I put it in a mixer, in a blender, just to make paste for myself. But today I don't have enough to put it in the machine, so what I do is I chop it. I'm just gonna chop it, and I'm gonna mix it with my tomato that I've grated. See that, and yeah, garlic, it depends how much of garlic you want to put. This maybe is a half a spoon, I'm not sure, it's quite little. I might take more because I do like a lot of garlic in the food. Garlic makes food tasty, although it's I think a lot of cooks out there know that garlic is a what's the word? Controversial I don't know, plant or vegetable, I don't know. Although it does have its good, but too much of it also it's not very good. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna chop it. Usually I do it into small small cubes, but today I might not. I think I'm gonna need a bit more. This is quite little. I like a certain amount in the food. If you have tomato paste, I don't know how many, a spoon and something you would use. And the reason I'm not even telling you how much to use, because things like that, that is your own, you put it according to your like. It's like salt. I can't tell you to put 2 tablespoons of salt if I use that. You could be in a family where you'll eat very little salt, or somebody's sick, so you don't even put salt in the food. Each person in the house puts themselves. Right. Okay, I have about, you could say, 1 spoon. So I'm gonna start cooking now. Let me just get my pot and I will show you everything. Just want to rinse my pot. Finish on my stove. And you have already seen everything here. You have seen I'm gonna use as a paste, since I don't have my chopped, which I'm gonna put right at the end, and a little bit I'm gonna use now and a little bit the rest after. And I've got all my things here, and I've got my green beans too, and I've got 3 tins of my tin fish, and salt. So I'll just show you everything when I'm throwing everything in. Okay, now that my pot is here, I'm going to throw in my oil. I'm gonna lower my fire so it's burning. I'm going to take a little bit of onions. I'm gonna put very little, not a lot, just to get by for now. And the rest I'm gonna throw it in after. I love the taste of onion. Not everybody likes it. I'm going to add everything here. As I said, I want to mix that. I don't think there's anything strange or extra special about it. I just want to blend. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check on here. Gonna do that. While that is doing, cooking, frying, I'm going to I'm gonna open my tins of fish, right? Just wanna open my tins of fish. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of this sauce. Oh, this is so hot, you guys. It's so hot, it's scary. I'm gonna put very little, like this, like a spoon. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix everything. Oops, you know what I just realized, you guys? I realized that 1 tomato or half of it is not done. Okay, just gonna grate that. I have to speed up so that my onion doesn't burn. Many times I like frying my garlic, throw in my onions, then my garlic. But today I'm just gonna make it different. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add I put a little bit of chili. I'm just gonna put paprika because I don't have a spoon of paprika, or spoon a little bit, just for color. Everything is cooking well. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put my tomato, which is like my chutney. Let me just show you that. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Okay, so now that all that is mixed beautiful and it's red, I'm just gonna pour it into my pot. Just gonna show you that. I don't want my onions to burn. So I'm gonna do that. Just a little bit here. Remember, I put my chili and my paprika. And I have the rest of that. And I'm gonna pick up my fire a little bit so that everything can cook now. Sometimes I do close the pot. I know when you're frying, people expect you to leave things open, but I do just for it to simmer and to cook and for everything to get in there. I think I got everything. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that little bit, maybe like after a minute I'll start stirring again. And now I'm gonna open my tins of fish. I'm gonna show you. Now I'm gonna open my tins. The only thing that I didn't put so far is my salt. I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper, a teaspoon of it. Could somebody just tell me how a person can cook with pepper? Because what happens is when I cook with black pepper and I put a lot, at the end of my food, there's that sandy taste, like my food wasn't cleaned properly. It has some salt in it, I mean some sand. So please tell me if anybody knows exactly. I mean, I know when there is salt and pepper there's a difference, but just when you're using pepper, how would you use it, or should you put very little amounts? I'm not sure. This fish got oil in it. You can either throw it away. I use it to cook. I generally don't throw it away. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this there. Check on my, open my green beans. Just gonna open it and drain the water. Just give my pot a stir. Tomato releases water, its own juice. So tomato releases its own juice. So now I'm just gonna leave everything here. As you can see, this is my garlic. It's gonna simmer all together. I'm gonna close my pot just to steam a little bit, lower my fire a little bit for my tomato not to burn. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wash my leaves. I'm gonna show you. They are called salsa. Oops. Forgot to show y'all. This is some chutney that I made. I use it in the food. This is the green, it's the green onion. I'm not sure, I know what's the name, but I forgot. You know the long green onions that people chop and they just put in the soup or the rest of the curry? I've got that in here, a whole lot, a bunch. Maybe 2 cups of it chopped. And then I have half an onion, and I chop that, and a little bit of oil. And sometimes this is what I put in my food, which basically is green onions, and I just add to my curries. show you in a minute what I'm doing. So I've put it and I'm gonna show you. So nothing special. It's my green onions basically. Green onion with white onions. I made the chutney. Now what I do is I put it in my food. Alright, cooking very well. I can't really tell you how much of salt to put, guys, because like I said, some families don't even put salt in the food because maybe there's somebody sick in the home, and some people put very little, and I just have a weak hand where I tend to put so much by mistake. So now our food is almost, let me just close this, put it away. I'm just gonna wash these leaves and I will show you how it looks. I'm just gonna put this right at the end, basically for flavor, right at the end. What I'm gonna do now, guys, is I'm going to add my fish. So I've cooked my fish for exactly about 5 minutes, guys, for exactly about 5 minutes on medium heat. Now I'm gonna start throwing everything in, my green beans, my chopped tomato, remember, and I'm gonna let it simmer for another 2 minutes. Alright, just gonna let it simmer for about 2 minutes. In the meantime, I need to bring this closer, and I'm gonna bring my salsa leaves together, and I'll show you. I'm gonna throw them all right at the end. Just want this to cook a little bit and now get to know one another. Let's check our curry. Okay. I'm not gonna let it get too dry. I don't like a very dry curry. So now I'm gonna put, just wanna taste my salt. Ooh, it's a lot, and I hope it's only on the spoon, you guys. I have a real, no, it's good, thank God. It's good. It's probably salt that is stuck on the wooden spoon. So guys, this is the final part. This is how I make fish curry, and I'm gonna let it simmer, let the juice come out, mix well, maybe for a good 5 minutes or even less. A good 5 minutes or even less. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed. I wanted to make the salad, but the problem is I'm not sure if my battery will last, and I have a problem with, with certain things. So I'm just gonna leave it here. But this is how I make my fish curry, or tin fish. Tin fish, is various ways of making fish curry, but this is my tin fish. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please subscribe to my channel, hit a thumbs up, and give this video a like. Thank you guys. Bye, until next time.